Real Madrid made Gareth Bale the most expensive footballer on the planet. The lightning-fast Welshman was an emerging star then. Now he's a hero of his homeland and one of the best players in the world. Iker Casillas captained Spain to its only World Cup victory during an extraordinary 16-year career, which has guaranteed the goalkeeper's legacy forever. Poland's Robert Lewandowski has rewritten the record books for scoring at Bayern Munich. And Hope Solo, the controversial goalkeeper from America, who became the most recognizable face of the women's game. Four of world football's greats. This is the Immortals. He plays at one of the world's biggest clubs, yet it's his deeds with football minnow Wales which has fueled the Gareth Bale juggernaut. He was responsible for breaking a 58-year drought. While Gareth Bale will always stress it was a collective effort, the reality is Wales wouldn't have made Euro 2016 without him. The Real Madrid star became the hero of his nation, ensuring they played in their first major tournament since the 1958 World Cup. Incredibly, he played a hand in 10 of his team's 11 goals in qualifying, including scoring 7 himself. The highlight of Bale's international career came in his 50th game for Wales, when they upset #1 ranked team in the world, Belgium. He scored the only goal of the game after capitalizing on an error at the back by the Belgians, much to the delight of a packed Cardiff City stadium.
It was an important goal for me personally. It was my 50th cap, so it was always nice to get a goal anyway. But for the team, I think it also gave us that belief that we can take on the big teams, we can win against the big teams, and anything's possible. And I think for the rest of the qualifying campaign, it gave us that extra belief, and it got us over the line.
The Welsh were inspired by the deeds of their magical midfielder and continued their fairy tale ride at the tournament in France. Bale scored in all 3 group matches at Euro 2016, including the first goal of the tournament in his country's 2-1 victory over Slovakia. He was instrumental in the round of 16 victory over Northern Ireland and a stunning 3-1 quarter-final win over Belgium, which set up a showdown with Portugal and his Real Madrid teammate Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I always had that burning desire to get to a major championship, and to be here now, we just have to enjoy. We have to take it all in, enjoy everything, and give 100%, as I said.
Unfortunately, the dream ended for the Welsh. Ronaldo scored the opening goal of the semi-final as Portugal progressed with a 2-0 victory en route to the Euro 2016 title. Bale's impact on the tournament, let alone a generation of footballers in his homeland, wasn't lost on then Wales manager Chris Coleman.
Very proud that he's a Welshman himself, and the way he plays for his country, the way he represents the jersey, on top of his ability and his skill. You know, there's a huge passion. So yeah, we're all extremely proud.
Even Bale's talents weren't enough for Wales to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, though, finishing 3rd behind Serbia and the Republic of Ireland in Group D. Still to come on the Immortals, how a kid from Wales became the hottest commodity in world football. Gareth Bale was just 1 when Ryan Giggs made his Manchester United debut. Ryan Giggs was my hero. The way he played, left-footed and Welsh like me, I grew up watching him. For a nation that has only made 2 major tournament appearances in its history, the Welsh have produced some brilliant players. The longevity and extraordinary success by Giggs at Old Trafford has him at the top for most. Bale went past Liverpool legend Ian Rush as the country's all-time leading scorer with a hat-trick against China in 2018. Jean Charles was revered at Juventus and named best player of the Italian league in 1958, while Mark Hughes was Sir Alex Ferguson's main striker during a golden era at Manchester United. But as far as Giggs is concerned, Bale's deeds at Euro 2016 bring him to the top of the Wales all-time list. Gareth has been the more important player because he would have helped them qualify. I did not manage that, but I know how hard we tried. Gareth Bale was 16 years old when he made his debut for Southampton. After just 1 season, Tottenham Hotspur came knocking, and the teenager scored in his 2nd game for the Premier League club. Injuries interrupted his first couple of seasons, but it wasn't long until Bale started to raise eyebrows. His pace was a standout, while he also earned a reputation as a free-kick specialist, with the midfielder's left foot becoming a weapon.
I'm just enjoying playing my football at Tottenham. I'm learning every week. The manager's got confidence in me. The team's playing well, and we've got a good young squad coming through, and I'm just happy at Tottenham now, and I just want to keep playing my football there and keep progressing as a player.
In the 2012-2013 season, Bale elevated himself into the world's elite, scoring 26 goals, which was more than double his previous best. He's about unplayable when he's on his game. He's a genuine world-class player. Spanish giant Real Madrid certainly thought so, and they moved heaven and earth, and then some, to land the most sought-after player on the planet. While the transfer fee was initially confidential, 3 years later, it emerged that Tottenham had received a world record 100.8 million euros. That had surpassed the previous highest, 94 million euros, which Real had parted with to secure Ronaldo from Manchester United. Bale's title as the world's most expensive footballer was taken from him in August 2016, when United paid 105 million euros for Frenchman Paul Pogba. How the combination of Bale and Ronaldo was going to work was a question many wondered at the Bernabeu.
He's the boss here, I think. He's the main player. He's the best player in the world, and I want to learn off him, as I've said. So, yeah, for me, I want to obviously try and help the team and try and help us win trophies. So, on that department, yeah, I'll have to wait and see what he says.
Bale scored on debut with Real and enjoyed a brilliant first season, playing a key role in its 2014 Champions League victory and finishing with 22 goals and 16 assists in all competitions. His goal in the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona is regarded as one of the best of his career. Bale's first touch was at halfway. He was then actually forced off the pitch as he attempted to chase down the ball, then returned to win the sprint before calmly slotting it through the keeper's legs. It was incredible. I have never seen anything like it. Bale also scored in the 110th minute of extra time to put Real 2-1 up against Atletico Madrid in the 2014 Champions League final. However, injuries, a form slump, along with whispers of a deteriorating relationship with Ronaldo, saw his numbers drop over the next 2 seasons. But he was back in favor with new manager Zinedine Zidane in 2016 and played a crucial role in the Champions League success, scoring in the penalty shootout. He then signed a 6-year deal to remain in Spain until 2022.
No, first and foremost, we want to win every trophy every year, and I think I've signed here again because I believe we can keep winning trophies, keep winning Champions Leagues, keep winning leagues, which is very important for this club. And obviously this season we want to win the league, we want to win the Champions League, and every other cup competition we're in. So it's important for me to keep working hard, to keep helping the team, keep scoring goals, assisting, and as for the Ballon d'Or, I think if you're playing well for your club and your country and you're winning trophies, then these things will just happen. It's not something I think about, but if it did ever happen, then it would be fantastic.
There's no doubt Bale now circles in the same rarefied air as his more celebrated ex-teammate when the topic of the world's best players is discussed. He's already an immortal in the eyes of his homeland after the Euro 2016 heroics. And that same status could also be afforded to him at club level. He's definitely on his way to being the best in the world. I think it's time for Ronaldo to pass on that mantle. Up next on the Immortals, the extraordinary longevity of Spain's greatest goalkeeper. He's won everything for club and country and performed with a level of consistency and skill that has rarely been seen. Iker Casillas is among the world's best goalkeepers. Just 4 days after his 19th birthday, Iker Casillas became the youngest ever goalkeeper in a Champions League final. In a snapshot of what was to come for the next 16 years, he kept a clean sheet as Real Madrid won 3-0 over Valencia. A month later, Casillas made his debut for Spain, the start of the most successful relationship in the country's history. In 2016, he became the second most capped player in European history after making his 167th appearance for his country, behind only Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon. During this extraordinary stint, Casillas captained his country to its first ever World Cup victory in 2010 and also won 2 European championships.
Yes, sure. I have been playing for the Spanish national A team for 15 years. This helps me every time I am in the final round, Europe Cup or World Cup, being more prepared than my colleagues. Through the experience from other important moments like Europe Cup and World Cup, you are in a position to share your wisdom with your colleagues and be able to win.
In 2015, he received his country's highest honor, the Grand Cross of the Royal Order of Sports Merit by the Spanish Prime Minister.
Like everyone knows, he is one of the most hard-working and loved people in the history of Spanish sport. He played in more than 900 professional matches and well over 100 with Spain.
Casillas came in as a late replacement in the 2002 World Cup and made an immediate impact, saving 2 penalties in the round 16 match with the Republic of Ireland. This earned him the nickname of the Saint, which he lived up to at the 2008 European Championships, where he kept a clean sheet for the 3 finals games. He was now regarded as the best keeper in the world, which was recognized with his 4th placing in the Ballon d'Or behind Cristiano Ronaldo. 5 clean sheets and 2 crucial saves in the final against the Netherlands was Casillas' stunning contribution in leading his country to its first World Cup. He became just the third ever goalkeeper captain in history to lift the game's biggest prize. The defense of the European Championship in 2012 further fueled the legend of Casillas. He was named the International Goalkeeper of the Year for 5 successive seasons from 2008. In late 2015, Casillas became the first goalkeeper in history to register 100 international clean sheets in a 2-0 friendly win over England. He is an institution of Spanish football and was emotional when announcing his 725-game career at Real Madrid had come to an end in 2015, the second most games in the club's history behind Raúl.
Después de 25 años defendiendo el escudo del equipo más grande del mundo,
After 25 years defending the shield of the biggest team in the world,
este día, en mi vida deportiva,
I have a difficult day ahead of me in my career.
a esta institución,
Today, I have to say goodbye to this club that has given me everything.
parece que fue ayer, cuando con 9 años,
It seems it was yesterday when, being 9 years old, I wore the Real Madrid jersey for the first time,
y vi cumplido mi sueño.
and I fulfilled my dream.
Durante
During
este
all
tiempo,
this
todo
time, we
este
have
tiempo,
suffered,
hemos
we have
sufrido,
laughed, we have
hemos
cried,
reído, hemos
we have
llorado,
enjoyed together.
hemos disfrutado juntos,
I have felt accompanied and very loved, both in good and bad times.
tanto los buenos como los malos momentos.
His record with Real Madrid included 5 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey titles, and 3 victories in the Champions League. Throughout his career, Casillas defied criticism over his height, he was just 185 centimeters, and vulnerability to crosses by bringing astonishing reflexes to the table. Iker is a Real Madrid living legend and the best goalkeeper in the club's history. Casillas moved to Portuguese club Porto, and while he was replaced by Manchester United keeper David De Gea as Spain's #1 keeper at Euro 2016, he maintains that even in his mid-30s, he still has good years left. In a country loaded with football legends, there is no one more highly regarded than the man who patrolled the goal for 16 years. Iker Casillas is Spain's only World Cup winning captain, which makes him an immortal. As he continues to score goals with ridiculous regularity for Bayern Munich and Poland, the legend of Robert Lewandowski still centers around one game in September 2015. In the space of 9 minutes, he changed football forever. After spending the first half on the bench, Lewandowski came on after half-time with his Bayern Munich team down 1-0 to Wolfsburg. Starting at the 51st minute, he proceeded to score 5 goals in 9 minutes. The first 3 came inside 4 minutes, which was the fastest hat-trick in Bundesliga history. The 5th goal said it all, a bicycle kick from 18 yards. For his efforts, Lewandowski made the Guinness World Records and joked it should have been a 6-goal haul with his final chance just cleared off the line.
When you are a young player, I never dared to dream about something like this. To score 5 goals in 9 minutes. But it happened. I did it. I don't know if anybody else will be able to repeat this. I never thought about it, but I did it.
There are many managers around the world who are still kicking themselves about not having landed Lewandowski before he became a scoring juggernaut. He was kicking around in the lower Polish leagues before Bundesliga club Borussia Dortmund acquired him for a steal, around 4.5 million euros, helping his new team to 2 straight titles. Lewandowski scored 103 goals in 4 seasons before crossing over to rival German giant Bayern Munich in 2014. The difference between the player we signed and the player he is today is unbelievable. More titles came at Bayern Munich as the prolific striker passed the 100-goal mark for the club inside 3 seasons. His sheer weight of numbers ensured he is now in the discussion as one of the world's best players, with Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Those two are incredible players, but they play a different position than I do. Cristiano is more an offensive left winger. Messi acts a bit more in the back. I play more up front.
It has been the same story for Poland, with Lewandowski scoring 13 goals in Euro 2016 qualifying, which equaled the record set in 2008 by Northern Ireland's David Healy. He scored twice from penalties in the tournament, with Poland losing to eventual champion Portugal in the quarter-finals. Later that year, Lewandowski ended speculation about a move from Bayern Munich, re-signing until 2021.
I'm very happy and content. I feel very good at Bayern Munich. We still have some great objectives together. I hope that we will work really good together in the future.
What can I say more about Lewandowski? More or less he scores every single game, so I have this kind of lucky to have this kind of striker.
When we return, the roller coaster ride for the face of women's football in America. Her record is untouchable, but there's a lot more to the enigma that is Hope Solo. She was the best goalkeeper in women's soccer, and also its most controversial. Hope Solo has been the face of soccer in the United States for good and bad reasons. The good is her extraordinary record. Solo debuted for her country at the age of 18, and 16 years later, had an international career that included 153 victories and a women's record 102 clean sheets. She won 2 Olympic gold medals and the 2015 World Cup, only allowing 3 goals for the tournament.
What's up, America? It is so good to be back home. Thank you, guys. You guys have been the most awesome of fans throughout the entire World Cup. You stayed behind us, you believed from day one, from game 1, all the way through game 7. I'm honored to be American, I'm honored to be on this team, and I'm honored to play for you guys and for this country. USA! USA! USA!
Solo's heroics were the backbone of the USA's successful run, and she is a 2-time Golden Glove winner for Best Goalkeeper at the World Cup. Her performance in saving a crucial penalty in the 2011 World Cup quarter-final win against Brazil is one of many highlights. Solo produced the longest undefeated streak for a USA goalkeeper of 55 games between 2002 and 2008. She became the second goalkeeper, male or female, to log 100 international clean sheets, 7 months after Spanish legend Iker Casillas reached the milestone. For all her remarkable achievements, though, she has also attracted headlines for the wrong reasons. Among many indiscretions, at the 2016 Rio Olympics, the star shot-stopper got herself in hot water after Team USA was eliminated by Sweden on penalties in the quarter-finals. Solo was thrown off the team and suspended for 6 months for claiming the Swedes played like a bunch of cowards.
Sadly, Hope's post-game comments forced us to make a significant decision. And, you know, it wasn't a decision just made about comments. It was a sum total of actions that have, unfortunately, shone a negative light on our program.
Solo later went on Swedish television to deny there was ever any malicious intent in her comments.
I wasn't enraged, I wasn't emotional, I wasn't angry. I just had this conversation with all of the journalists in the room after the game. I didn't mean to come across that the players were cowards or the coach was a coward. I meant the style of play was not, it wasn't very Olympic spirited.
Her career came to an end in 2016, but Hope Solo's achievements cannot be denied. She's a trailblazer, a World Cup and Olympic hero, and one of the greats of the game.